Welcome. What's up? Good morning, Hank.
Hey, good morning, Lex. Thank you so much for taking the time today.
Yeah, did you get some rest after last night's marathon?
Yeah, I conked out around 7 or 8 p.m. My body just couldn't take it. I didn't really know how to describe the pain I was feeling.
Yeah.
It was like a cross between a physical and mental pain, and I
Now you know
couldn't
how
describe it.
Jerry Lewis felt doing all those telethons.
It was like torture in a way, but it was good. I
Aren't you glad
enjoyed
I
it.
talked you out of going live every day all week?
No, I'm still doing that. So
Okay,
all or
well, so
nothing.
tell the folks at home why you wanted to do this. What inspired you to want to do this event this week?
Because it's the right thing to do. I look, the design community is really small, and it's clear that it's affected a lot of people who live in LA, and there's this terrible messaging that you're seeing on social media and in the news that this is just affecting rich people, and that's not the case at all. There are people, common people who have lost their homes, they've lost everything. And for a lot of us who haven't really dealt with wildfires before, this is just such a completely different concept that we can't really imagine. So, listen, there are a bunch of designers like Frank Bach, Jen Jernigan. They're designers who live in LA who, grew up there, and this is just such a terrible thing that's happening that we really need to come together as a design community and try to help in any way we can. So, I appreciate
Yes.
everyone who's donated. I appreciate everyone who's come on as a guest or done their own live streams to raise money. This is so important, and there's just so much love in this. I feel really, really blessed that we're able to do this.
It's been really cool, honestly, seeing everybody come together and seeing the kinds of events that people are doing and the giveaways and everything. I'm definitely very encouraged by that. I will say, I lived in LA for 15 years, as you know, and just to like put a finer point on what you said, I've never seen. We've been through wildfires there for a long time, but I've never seen this level of destruction that this, like series of fires has had. And to your point about rich people, we've been seeing one of the fires in the Palisades. There's a lot of celebrities that live out in the Palisades. The Palisades also has a working class. There's some folks there that are not rich as well, but we're not seeing as much attention on Altadena, which is on the east side of LA. And that's what we're raising money for. We're raising money for the families in Altadena. You can see on the screen, I have Celine Dove's fundraiser. Celine lost her house in Altadena. She also lost her 4 cats and a beautiful garden, which you can see when you go to the GoFundMe that folks used to come visit in Altadena community. And, I have a friend who runs a dance studio in Altadena. A lot of folks lost their houses there. My friend who runs the dance studio said 25 of her students lost their houses. It's just a lot of folks that are trying to rebuild. I know multiple people that have lost their houses. And, after going through so many fires in LA, I'm just stunned. Yeah. Oh, great. We have a designer from LA here. Welcome. Welcome.
Marissa K, thank you so much for donating yesterday. I saw your donation for Tiffany's GoFundMe. Really appreciate you. And God, she lost her 4 cats.
Yes. And she
I
has 1 cat left. So we're going to take care of that cat. I saw Celine's niece is on X and it has been fundraising also. And so you can see I screenshotted it this morning. Celine's at $17,100. The goal is 24K. It's my goal to get her there fully funded by the end of this week. And as y'all know, anyone who has spent any time in California or in New York, as you do, Hank, like it's crazy expensive. So 24,000 is nothing when it comes to rebuilding your whole life. It's the least we can do for someone like Celine. So I'm really hoping folks donate. I'm going to be running a giveaway on my live on Friday, and Lynn and Florian are also giving away stuff. We were so inspired by you, Hang, doing that yesterday. I love that idea. So there's a bunch of us that are now giving stuff away to the highest donors. So if you donate this week, we're keeping track of that. And you can get some prizes as well for being part of this. Should we go through the calendar?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's go through the calendar of events. Hang, I'm going to let you talk about these first ones because you've got the most coming up. Tell us what's going on today.
Yeah, we have several events today. So one I need to add to the calendar at 11 a.m. Eastern time is with Ha Fan. who is the AI designer at Zillow, and it's gonna be really cool. We're gonna be talking about strategy or AI design and strategy. Ha is one of the few designers who I think are doing strategy really, really well, because that's kind of like been falling on the wayside for a lot of designers currently. When it comes to looking to work, we've been more craft focused. And at around 2 p.m., we're going to have Brian Lin, who is the design director at Fresh Direct. And he's always got really hot takes on design craft and building and all that. So I can't wait to chat with him about that. And then at 3 p.m., we have Jeremy Miller, who usually is a podcast host. And this time I'm going to be interviewing him. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And at 6 p.m. is going to be Maria Penkovsky, who is the head of design at Outschool. And she's looked at tons of portfolios. She's also a design career coach on the side. And we're going to be chatting about like what designers are doing right, doing wrong, and all that.
Yeah,
And
I love
also,
it.
yeah, and
I
also there's, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, well, I haven't applied for a design role in 6 or 7 years, and your lives yesterday were so insightful for me. I was like, wow, yeah, a lot has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You're talking about Tommy's event.
Yeah. Tommy's awesome. Tommy Giocco, he's going to be doing an event at 2 p.m. and he's going to be building out, I guess, an app in using AI live. So,
Yeah,
for those of us who are curious about how designers are leveraging AI, you can see like one of the foremost experts, Tommy Giocco, build it
yes,
out in real time. You can just see what he's doing, how he's doing it, and just like learn all the tips and tricks. So that's super exciting. And then at 3 p.m., we have Building Leverage as a designer with Elizabeth Ali. And that's going to be on YouTube with Jeremy Miller as well. So Jeremy is definitely hammering it home today.
yeah, we
So
appreciate that.
yeah, and career coaching with Allison Gretz at 10 a.m. tomorrow. That's super cool. So Allison Gretz has a pretty awesome Maven course that teaches people how to get into managerial roles, get promoted, and just kind of like navigate the politics of work. And she's amazing. She's one of the best career coaches out there for designers. And I can't wait to see that and hear that.
Yeah,
And then we have live portfolio reviews with Miranda Slater. And that's awesome because we don't talk about how design portfolios are reviewed typically. And we don't really see how design hiring managers and recruiters would look through it live. So that's going to be really, really awesome and to, check out.
yeah. And then Aaron and Eli are doing Hanging with Design Better. They have a podcast called Design Better, so that'll be awesome. They're super popular, so hopefully some listeners are coming through and some folks will get to know them and get to know their podcast. I think that's going to be awesome. And then Yvonne is doing an AMA on content design. That'll
Yeah.
all be on Thursday.
Yeah. Yvonne's awesome. I think she definitely undersells herself. She's like, I'm not sure people want to like watch this, but I actually think she's like one of the best content designers out there.
Yeah.
She's at Uber right now, and she's like, we chat sometimes about like what Uber is doing, and some of the designs that they put out has been pretty awesome. So, and a
Yeah.
lot of it's due to her actually.
Yeah, I think also like there's more and more people getting into different types of design, right? So as you advance in your career, as the market gets, a little bit more competitive, it can be good to specialize in something like content design. And we also have Lynn Vizard, who's a service designer. So lots of different crafts and design represented. On Friday, we're doing Should I Start a Newsletter? And we're going to talk about whether or not that's beneficial for your reputation, for getting hired, and obviously for getting clients and stuff like that. And then if you check out, so on the screen now, we have the events calendar. You can scan that QR code and you'll get to this page that you're looking at right here. At the top, we have linked here our Google spreadsheet. And if you go to that link, you can see what all of the creators are raising money for. So you can just click through and support these families. We're asking for folks to give a $25 donation. You can obviously give more than that. You can also give less than that. It's really about the design community coming together, trying to fill up these GoFundMes. I was chatting with folks that I know in the Altadena area yesterday. And even though, these GoFundMes have actually been getting a lot of airtime on social media, you can see they're not getting funded fast enough. And there are so many families that need to rebuild their lives. So really encouraging folks to show up this week, support the creators, support the families, hike folks up in the comments and let us know that you donated. Let us know that you're promoting and things like that. We really appreciate everybody's help. How else do you think folks can help, Hank?
I think just getting the word out there. These events are popping up all over social media, but the algorithm definitely kind of suppresses them a little bit just because of the cadence. So I did about I did like 5 live streams yesterday, and LinkedIn's like, what are you doing? You're just spamming us probably. So any sort of engagement, likes, reposts, just talking about what's happening in Altadena is super important because that's kind of getting lost in the news right now, and most people are focused on the Palisades, and that's not really representative of what is actually happening on the ground there.
Yes, absolutely. I will also say that if you feel moved by this, you can contribute an event. Actually, let me show you how to do that. If you want to, if you're a designer, a design creator, designer, design leader, you want to be a part of this. If you go to the calendar where it says add event on mine, it'll say submit event on yours. Throw a live on the calendar. We'll approve it on our side and you'll be part of this. We'll assign you a GoFundMe. If you don't want to do that, you can actually go to this sheet and just adopt one of these families yourself. So grab one of these links, hit the GoFundMe, throw it in your email this week, put it on your social media, send it to your group chat. You can absolutely help us fundraise and be part of this without going live or being part of the live streams. And let us know. Feel free to let us know that you're doing that. We'd love to hear from you. You can comment here and you can hit us up on LinkedIn or just jump in the comments of one of the lives.
Yeah, this is awesome. Thank you so much for doing all this, Lex. You've been amazing in
Thank
terms of
you.
organizing it and spearheading a lot of this.
I
So
can't believe you cleared your week to go live every day multiple times.
I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, I bet you are. You're going to teach a class after this.
Yeah, don't do what I did.
He's going to start being a fundraising consultant. Chris is going live soon. Awesome. Chris is an expert at lives, actually. So probably a master class on how to do it. And we appreciate that, Chris. Thank you so much. And we also have LaShonda, who is also a live stream expert. Thank you for being here, LaShonda. I appreciate you. All right. Any other words of wisdom, tips for the road, motivation?
Just keep
What's your
going.
goal? What's your goal for fundraising, Hank?
I would love to be able to hit the target for Tiffany's family, and then we start working on the other families as well, because it's just, I don't think what people are asking for is a lot considering what they've lost, like 24,000, 26,000, 15,000. That's, it's heartbreaking.
It is. And I heard anecdotally on social media that the insurance companies don't have enough cash on hand for a lot of these folks. So we're going to see how that plays out. Like, I think a lot of times something like this happens, people think, oh, well, insurance will cover it. But like, if you've ever dealt with insurance, it's like, they try to get out of that. Like, but also it's a lot of, this is one of the most expensive, fire situations that California has ever had, I think. So yeah, folks are going to need this cash. I was thinking about it on my way in, and I think that as a design community, we can at least raise $10,000 for these families. Just think about what you did yesterday. I think you raised at least 1,000, Hank, don't you think?
I think so. Some donations came in overnight, and I'm just forever grateful. It's very touching because I didn't expect this, and I hope that we can continue doing this and this week and next, and we can hit more of the targets. Yeah. Because this is just the first step for a lot of these families to start rebuilding.
Yeah, absolutely. LaShonda, thank you so much for including this. We really appreciate that. Awesome. Okay. Well, with that, I want to just give another shout out to Celine. If you want to scan the code there and put a donation, I'll be looking out for your names on the GoFundMe side. And if it goes through anonymously, just feel free to forward me your receipt, lex@lexroman.com. Hank, thanks for being here. Chris, LaShonda, thank you. Marissa, thank you. All right.
See you all soon.